I love my dad. I'm grateful for him. But I've also always been a little bit angry at him. I didn't realize it. I was always angry because I didn't know him very well. I was 16 when he passed away, and he was 86. And then I realized that I really kind of judged my father. Like, I didn't realize it. I always thought that one of the reasons we didn't know each other very well was because of the age gap. But I really started to think back more on it, and one of the reasons also we didn't know each other very well was because I really judged him. I really judged him for being so old. And I would make the excuse, well, he shouldn't have had a kid when he was that old, What was he thinking? Well, that's true. But if he doesn't have that, I don't exist. He gave me my existence, however way it happened. He really gave me the most important gift, which is my experience of the world. And I could have had more memories with him if I hadn't judged my father so much. He wasn't like this, or he couldn't do this, he didn't have anything. I think I could have been maybe could have been a better son to him. And I know the circumstances weren't ideal, but I just maybe could have been a better son to him sometimes. Sometimes I felt so hurt as a kid. I hold on to that hurt because sometimes it's the only relationship I had with my mother was that I was angry at her. And it's all I had. It's the only thing that I had. So it was like so hard to let it go. It's been hard to let it go. It's like a blanket, It's like I know this isn't good for me, but somehow it keeps me warm a little. Because for a long time, all I had was my anger, and I was wronged. Is somebody's. All I had was that. And when you have that from a young age with a parent, it's not even you holding on to it as a conscious adult. It's this inner child that's got this claws on it. And so it's hard to let go of some of that. But I just believe that the only way to do it, the only way to really get free is to have some forgiveness, Because at a certain point, your parents, they're just getting older, and you're missing out on whatever there is there. I'm tired of the grudges. Even if I'm not the one making them, even if they're from a young, I've got to talk to myself or have a relationship enough with my heart that's like, hey, trust me enough to walk us through this. And with my higher power to say, hey, God, help me walk through this. I have felt unloved, or I have felt wronged, or I have felt this. Help me try again to give this person a chance to love me, because if not, I miss out twice. I miss out as a child when I wasn't able to make a choice, but I miss out as an adult when I am able to make a choice. And as hard as it is, I don't want to miss out on getting to love my mother twice. I don't know. I think part of me feels like, I don't have all the tools, to know if I'm not going to fail myself, Yeah, I don't know why, man. I don't know why I just feel like I'm going to alienate the kid who I always felt that nobody cared about, if that makes any sense. Suddenly, if I start to live in this place in my life where more people care, then I'm letting go of the kid that I've always, or the person I've always been, who I felt, growing up and stuff was just somebody that nobody cared about. Yeah, it's weird. It's I don't want to hear people tell me that I'm good at something. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it at a deep level. I can hear it up here in my ears. Yeah, I can hear it. I can say, thank you. I'm glad you had fun, But I think at a deep level, I don't want to hear people, I'm not mad at people that say nice things. That's not what I'm saying. It's just at a deeper level, if I hear that, I just think somewhere inside of me, I always wanted to hear that, even though I didn't even know that I needed to hear it. When I was young, I just wanted to tell somebody somebody who loved me to tell me that that I was doing a good job, and that I was okay, and that I was just a good kid, that I was okay. Even if I sometimes wasn't doing good, that I was okay. And I think now as an adult, having people be excited and having people say, you're good at this, or, it's just, it's like a new skin, and I'm grateful. But it's just it's like an emotional kind of learning curve and stuff. I would have the ability maybe to then have a kid and be able to love my kid more than I felt loved, so that I'd be able to complete that thing inside of me. And I don't even think that from a selfish way, but, you know, if I could have a son or a daughter and really love them, you know, and I could see and know that they felt loved and that they felt, you know, comfortable and happy, and that they, you know, woke up in the morning and had somebody that, you know, was excited to love them and care about them all day, and that they knew, they never even questioned whether or not that I loved them unconditionally. They just felt it in their skin and in their veins and in their, even in their eyebrows. All day they felt their father's love, that, you know, or their parents' love. That would that make me feel whole in the spaces where I feel like I didn't get that? I remember I would hear, yeah, people say, oh, I love you, know, I care about you. Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it, you know, I care about you. But I couldn't really feel it because there was something wrong inside of me. You know, when somebody tells me that they love me and I can actually feel it, I mean, I didn't know that that's what that was. I didn't know what that was at all. I didn't know how that worked. You know, I don't want to tell somebody else that I'm afraid, but I know for a fact I don't want to tell somebody else that I'm scared. Because if I do that, then I'm weak, you know, then I'm weak. Dude, I don't want to need help. I don't want to need help. I want to know, you know, because somewhere inside of me, you can't help me. I help me. I don't need you. That's what it was. That's what it is. Somewhere a long time ago, I needed somebody and they didn't do it. And so I decided at that point, I guess, I don't need you. The only person I need is me. And I'll be damned if I'm ever gonna need somebody. I ain't needing somebody. I'll be damned if I'm ever gonna need somebody again. You say just me, just me, just me. No, me, I can do it, I can handle it. I'll do it. I know what's best, I know it's best, I know it's best. And guess what? You get exactly what you wanted. You get alone. You end up feeling alone. You end up being alone. You end up being alone, man. And if you're not alone, you end up fucking feeling alone. Being alone and feeling alone, it's two different things. You can be alone, but you could be married, you could be in a family of 4 and feel alone as fuck. Because you don't want to open up. You don't want to let people in. You don't want to admit that I need help.